Both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Gone! They'll look to throw here. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the 1st down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a 1st down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90!
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Oh, they'll run the option right, and he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start. And his first carry, he loses the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. He'll look to throw. A screen to Bell. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, but sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now he steps away. He may try and run for this. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Vikings opening their lead up to 2 touchdowns now. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And now out come the Steelers. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shot of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the field position doesn't get much better than this. They'll have it 1st and goal at the 8-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole, because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Lucky 56.
A first down carry for Henry. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit. Now back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Over the middle here to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Brown, his first catch. It's a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Let's go. 3-19. 3-19.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
They're going to look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Vance Joseph making his mark. His guys will go on 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
He'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster. It's complete. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Back to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Noah Spence in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So quick on the spin.
Oh, he's spinning, man.
12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A big play that time for the Ravens. 41 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. The first carry for Josh Adams. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back to throw here. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Goes underneath for Bell. And now he spins free. A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
Here we go now. 3:19. 3:19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Man open left side as well. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. Third down here.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Oh, a heck of a move. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A handoff to start out the drive. It's Pumphrey. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he's able to get up here to the 26. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
The second half starts with a carry by Bell, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Call it a pickup of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll set up a throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tim Williams in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, you know, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack.
And this is going to be intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of the play is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And just shutting him off there. And now running right through it. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Bell. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll look to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll look to throw. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now back to throw. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. A great open field tackle is going to stop him shy of the goal line. Le'Veon Bell unable to get in. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It was Joe Hayden, the former Pro Bowler, that came up to get him down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Second down, here's an option right. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
They'll drop the throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. On first down, they go option to the right. Only able to make it to the 15 after the nice move. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's Andrews, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. Throw left side, caught by Butler. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Back to throw now on first down. Dancing to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
290. Leopard. All right, now, lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Right side complete to Butler. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. 48, Mike.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Noah Spence in on the stop. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking?
And got his man complete. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 76 yards. And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point attempt to come here. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points. And you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming. And I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hopefully quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. A first throw for the backup, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They go play action with Jackson on the move to his left. He may try and run for this. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here's Marquette King now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference as we...
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Chris Wormley breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
He needs under pressure again, and down he goes again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And I think the offense got it back. Yes, they did. At the 2-yard line is where they'll have it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And maybe that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. So with a big gainer anyways, he'll go ahead and take that instead of the pass interference call.
They didn't need the penalty. It would have been different, right, if they had somehow lost some yardage somewhere, but they did not. Gained all they could, down to the spot of the foul. Nothing to be gained by taking the penalty.
They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. Now the ball comes loose, but it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Set! 3-19! 3-19! Let's go!
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
On play action, they'll throw. Able to push his way through. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air one out. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 10.